Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you have been here before, if you have not been, welcome. My name is Austin. Today is going to be a little bit of a vlog, a little bit of my March recap because I didn't have a whole lot going on in March as far as reading wise. So I'm gonna throw that in here as well. Y'all liked my first vlog that I did a week or two ago. So I was like, why not do it again? I have the day off work. It's Good Friday. My work takes it off. So we're just gonna hang out, do some fun stuff today. I'm getting ready because we are going to take, it's just me. I am going to take Crater and Finn to the dog park. They know the words. They love it there. It's like several hundred acres. It's off leash. They love it. They get to free run. We've had a lot of snow recently, so I bet the little stream that's there is going to be full of water, which is Crater's favorite part. So I'm gonna do that for a while, take them out, get some exercise in. Then they're gonna most definitely need a bath afterward. And then we'll just see where the day takes us from there. This might not be like a big vlog or a super long one. A lot of stuff might not happen, but we'll see. We'll just see where the day takes us. So, yeah. All right, we are headed to the dog park now. And the day I'm filming this, the day I'm recording this, it is Cowboy Carter release day, which is Beyonce's second act, the follow-up to Renaissance. This album is country. If you don't keep up with her music, I started listening to it a little while ago. I haven't made it super far in because it's kind of long, but they're not all full songs. Some of them are just like little introductions to songs that are coming up, which is fun. And country is like not something that I thought Beyonce would do. I know with Lemonade, there was Daddy Lessons and maybe a couple of other songs that were country or like country influenced. So it's not like super far off for her. But like so far, what I have listened to is very good. This album is... It's Beyonce, but it's country, and it's so good so far. I think my favorite songs are definitely, obviously, Texas Hold'em. It's like the classic from the album. It was one of the first two singles. Everybody knows that. Super good. I also love her take on Jolene by Dolly Parton. It's like so, she wants to fight her, you know? Usually when people cover Jolene, it's just the normal lyrics. And it's like, oh, please don't take him. Like, you're so pretty and you can, whatever. And she's like, bitch, no, do not even think about taking my man. I will fight your ass. So I love to see it. Somebody needs to put this Jolene lady in her fucking place. So here for it. I also like the Two Most Wanted, I think it's called, with Miley Cyrus, and that's about as far as I've made it. So while we are driving to the dog park, I'm gonna keep listening to the album. swear Finn is putting on a show for y'all right now because I promise you, he hates the bath. He's always standing on the other side of the room when we're doing bath time. So the fact that he has jumped up here willingly while Crater is in it is wild. So I think he's just putting on a show for you all. Okay, so it's been a few hours since I got back home with the boys from the dog park and gave them baths and stuff. I showered, ate lunch, and honestly was just chilling for a while. I was reading, I may have taken a little nap, but really just hanging out. Today's kind of been a lazy day since I didn't have to work, and I had no plans for this vlog or video, and it's just kind of been whatever happens, happens. So you saw us going to the dog park and bath time for the boys, and now I thought I would give my March recap because it's kind of small this month, so I don't think I'm going to make it its own video. I'm just going to kind of put it in here so you all can find out what I read in the month of March and also what I added to my bookshelves. I read 4 books in March. 2 of them are in the Throne of Glass series, and I won't be covering those in this video because I'm going to be doing an entire Throne of Glass reading vlog where I talk about and recap those books in the series as I read them. So they won't be in here. So if you want to find out my thoughts on Throne of Glass and the books in the series, you're gonna have to wait until that series comes out, or that video comes out. And I'm not quite sure when that's gonna be, just kind of whenever I get all the books read. Let's start with the books that I added to my bookshelf this month. So first, as I said, I've been reading the Throne of Glass series, so I got Heir of Fire. This is the 4th one in the series. If you do Assassin's Blade first, I guess you could also do it third, is what some people said. Heads up, I did it first. And so I've read Assassin's Blade and Throne of Glass. I have Crown of Midnight already, and I went ahead and picked up Heir of Fire, just so I had it when I was ready for it and get to that point in the series. And then I got New Adult by Timothy Janowski. I think Heir of Fire, this one, and the next one that I'm going to show you, if you've watched my first vlog, my last one, you've already seen these, but I like to just do an entire recap of everything I added to my bookshelf. So also picked up New Adult by Timothy Janowski. It's their newest novel. I read, oh God, what's it called? You're a Mean One, Matthew Prince, I believe is what that one's called. I read that one over in the winter time, and it was pretty good. I liked it. I wasn't in love with it, but I liked the story and the characters in it. So I decided to try out his newest novel, which I've heard really good things about. And then I got In the Lives of Puppets by TJ Klune. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. It has these super cool sprayed edges on it that are like gears, which very fitting to the book. If you've read it, you know. I have the hardcover that I actually read, but then I saw that they released this like special edition with sprayed edges, so I just thought it would be a fun one to have on my shelf. And I also don't have any other sprayed edges except for not Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, but that's just solid black. So this is my first one that has like a fun little design on it. Oh, and this one was buy one, get one half off, and this was the other one that was half off. So, you know, if you have a deal like that, you kind of just have to go for it. Otherwise, you're kind of wasting money because you're probably going to end up buying the book eventually. Why not get it on sale? In that same trip, I got I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. I talked about this in the last vlog too. I listened to the audiobook and just wanted to get the physical copy too. And I'll talk about this in just a minute after I'm done going over everything that I added to my shelf. And then I won 2 giveaways that was either at the beginning of this month or kind of in February, and I just got them in the mail this month. So the first giveaway that I won was Live For You, Die With You by Caleb Daniel. This one I finished. I'm going to talk about this in just a minute. really good. And then the other one was Together in a Broken World by Paul Michael Winters. I am 69 pages into this one, and it is so good so far. It's not like intense, but it's keeping me hooked in. Like, there's things that have been happening that I'm like, I just need to keep going. The two main characters are in a post-apocalyptic world. It's kind of like The Walking Dead meets The Last of Us kind of vibes. So far, really good. You'll have to watch next month's recap to find out what I really think about it. Now jumping into the two books that I read. I'll start with I'm Glad My Mom Died. Again, listen to the audiobook, and it was absolutely phenomenal. And it feels weird to say because there's so much stuff in this, and it's like very complicated to say that it was phenomenal because it's a real story. It's what actually happened to her. It's her life. So it feels weird to say that, but listening to the audiobook and listening to her tell her story, it made you feel all the feels. I think it literally says, it talks about like being funny in the description, like it's hilarious, a heartbreaking and hilarious memoir. I didn't find anything hilarious. Maybe some people do. I don't think that I found anything hilarious. It was most definitely heartbreaking. It was sad. It was depressing. It made me so angry at multiple times when I was listening to it that I just had to like stop listening and take a break because there's some heavy stuff in here. And I usually don't read memoirs. I just don't care for them. I think sometimes they can be cash grabs from celebrities that I just don't care to know more about their lives personally. But I'm really glad that I started this one. 5 out of 5, 5 stars, recommend. Even if you don't care for memoirs, I think you would enjoy this one. So definitely listen to it. The audiobook is how I would suggest you start it because she's telling her own life story through it. Or if you want a physical copy, go and grab one. And then the other book that I read, Live For You, Die With You. I'm gonna read the little excerpt. It's kind of long, so stick with me for a minute. It says, when Michael Archer accidentally dies on his 19th birthday, he soon discovers he doesn't have enough life points to make it into heaven. So he gets sent to hell until he's up for parole nearly 1,000 earthly years later. It's then a taller, sexy, and lavender-eyed angel offers Michael a second chance to relive his last year on Earth before he died. With his guardian angel's help, Michael is on a time crunch to acquire the life points he desperately needs to stay the hell out of hell. And the guardian angel's name is Gabriel. There's like 2 more paragraphs of what it's about, but that's just like a very short summary. I gave this one 5 stars after I was done with it. There was kind of like this romance between Gabriel, his guardian angel, and Michael. Not to spoil things, but they have a special connection as the book continues on, that continues to grow. And it's following Michael that year that he's repeating before he has to die again so that he can get enough life points. And that's kind of all I'll say about it. It's hard to like not talk about it without spoiling things. And I know people don't like spoilers, but I will say I really enjoyed this one. I was not so sure at the beginning just because the writing style wasn't something that I was kind of used to. It's from the perspective of like a teenage boy, so it really reflects that, but you kind of get past that super quick. I did, at least, and the contents of the story itself was really great. Definitely recommend. So that's everything that I picked up in March and or read, obviously except for the Throne of Glass books that I will be doing and reviewing later. I don't know what else is going to be in this vlog, if I'm being honest. I didn't have any plans for it when I started it this morning, other than I wanted to film something because y'all liked the last vlog that I did, so I thought it would be fun to do something. You might get more tonight. I might do some clips from this weekend. It might not just be a today thing. We do have some plans this weekend, so I might include some of that in here. Honestly, not sure, but I am going to go continue reading Together in a Broken World, and then I have to start working on dinner. Maybe I'll bring you back and we can have a chat while I'm cooking dinner and getting ready for Drag Race. Tonight is Drag Race night every Friday. So yeah, I will see y'all in a bit. welcome back. As you saw, I read a little bit more, and then the boys are finally dried off from their bath, and they always need brushed afterward. As you could probably tell in that video, they were very sheddy. It's also just been getting warm outside, so they're shedding a lot more, so we're gotta make sure we brush them frequently. So I did that, and now I am working on cooking dinner. We are doing some chili crisp chicken tacos that we've made before. Super delicious, super spicy. I said in my last vlog that we're kind of flexitarian, so we don't really cook with meat at home. Occasionally we'll eat it if we go out to eat somewhere. I like chicken sometimes still. Connor still likes seafood sometimes. So occasionally we'll get it some sort of meat if we go out to eat. But when we're at home, we cook vegetarian. So when I say chicken and the chili crisp chicken tacos, this is what we use. It's this Gardein Ultimate plant-based chicken strips. Super good. You just fry them up in a pan, and you can use them in so many different things. Tacos, pasta, literally anything that has chicken in it, you can replace with those, and they're super good. They have quite a bit of protein in them too, I believe. Yeah, 17 grams of protein per serving, and a serving is 6 pieces. So they're pretty decent for protein if you're also vegetarian. And then I remembered too that this morning on the drive to the dog park, I was talking about how I started listening to Cowboy Carter, Beyonce's new album. Didn't finish listening to it. I have now. Was actually just listening to it again for a second time. And so I wanted to give my favorite songs, because I just think that's fun to hear people's favorite songs on new albums. I like American Requiem, which is the very first song. Obviously, Texas Hold'em is really good. It was one of the singles for the album. Still a bop. Protector and Daughter. Protector has Beyonce's kid on it. Daughter, I believe. Super good. And then Alligator Tears, Levi Jeans with Post Malone, Two Most Wanted with Miley Cyrus, and there's a couple others. Ultimately, it's a really good album. I don't usually listen to country. I haven't for a long time. I grew up on country, and I just don't care for it. It's all kind of the same. Drinking, beer, girls, trucks. Not my vibe, but this album, 10 out of 10, good. I will say my one thing about it is so long. It is cool to hear like Willie Nelson and Dolly Parton on it, but there's just a lot that adds to the length of the album that I don't quite think needs to be there. That's my opinions on that. Now, cooking dinner, they're chili crisp chicken tacos, so I'm gonna make the chicken, but we don't have a lot of chicken left in that bag. So I'm also dicing up some potatoes, so you can do chili crisp potato tacos. Should be good. I haven't tried it with potatoes before, but even if you don't use the potatoes in the tacos, they're really good. I just dice them up, like kind of small. You can see, toss them in some olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and then bake them at 350 for like an hour, hour and a half, just until I feel like they're crispy enough, and then delicious. We eat them as sides for things all the times. There's a little potato recipe for you if you want it. Honestly, I don't think I have anything else to talk about in this video. So I wanted it to be a little bit longer, but it is what it is. I don't think I'm gonna carry it into the weekend. I kind of had mentioned that earlier. I don't like to worry about filming or like recording or anything. I just like to be there and hanging out. So I'm just gonna kind of wrap this up here. Let me know what you all actually like to see in vlogs, whether you want to see more from me or things you like in other people's. It would definitely help out. Do you want to see more like cooking stuff? Do you want to see more stuff with Crater and Finn? I don't know. Any ideas are welcome. I'm new to the whole vlogging thing, and so sometimes I'm like, I don't really know what to include in this, because I also have to like live life and like work a job, and also make sure I'm reading so that I can keep up with posting on my Bookstagram, which if you're not, you should follow me over there. But yeah, leave a comment down below letting me know what you actually like to see and want to see from me as far as vlogs wise. I have a lot of videos planned for April that I'm really excited about. At least one vlog in April, definitely some other like sit down type of videos too. So I'm excited to get those done and get those up. If you're not already, please make sure to subscribe. I'm almost to 150 subscribers now, which is honestly so cool. So thank you to everyone who is subscribed, and if you're not, I would love for you to subscribe and to join our little corner of the internet where we talk about books and records and honestly whatever we feel like talking about at the time. So that's it for this video. I will see you all in the next one. I'm going to finish cooking dinner, and then when Connor gets home, we're gonna watch some Drag Race tonight. So I will see you all in the next video. Bye.